your initial thoughts, though?
My initial thoughts were, let me just say, when there's testosterone in a room, ladies, do what you can to, what's the word I'm looking for?
Get out the way?
Well, that too. But you want to, starts with a D.
De-escalate.
De-escalate the situation if possible, ladies. And it seems like, just from first watching it, I'm glad we're going to watch it again, but it seems like Will was set off based off of Jada's reaction. I don't know.
That's what you think happened?
I think initially Will thought it was funny, and based off of Jada's look on her face, she was not having it.
Hold on, let me see if I can bring this up. No, I could tell she wasn't having it.
She was not having it. Because, come on, let's face it, I don't know, maybe this is, Will in our heads. We like to think Will is like a sense of humor, the loving guy, this and this and that, but maybe the line is crossed when you want to make fun of somebody's wife,
I think this was some wild stuff right here. This might be the greatest thing that ever happened on live TV. And the joke, I didn't think the joke was offensive. Like Jada's bald, and the joke was something like, I can't wait to see the G.I. Jane 2 sequel. So G.I. Jane was a Demi Moore movie. Where she went through boot camp or whatever. She ended up shaving her head in the movie.
Total badass woman.
Whatever, okay.
No, like her along with Sarah Connor from the Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when the women were like, hey, we could put in the work, we could be fitness, we could, try our best to keep up with the men. That was kind of like the start of like, oh yeah, ladies, like, G.I. Jane, us too.
And why was he mad?
Jada was mad.
I know she was. I don't know.
I don't.
All right, let me see.
Okay.
If you haven't seen this yet, Tisha, watch this.
Let us know what you think,
good.
Tisha.
Well, let me know if that's playing. Or if you can hear the audio. I don't think so.
Jada was not happy there.
The audio isn't important. This is important. Wow. And Chris Rock is like, did that just happen? He's standing there like, what? What?
He took it like a champ, though.
At the Oscars? Yes, he did, Chris Rock. I know exactly what Will Smith is saying. He said, keep his wife name out of your fucking mouth. Ooh, I feel bad for Chris. Not our. I feel bad for Chris Rock.
Oh yeah, our Chris is fine.
Our Chris is fine.
Yeah, we don't feel bad for our Chris.
But Chris Rock ain't fine right now.
I think he's fine because in a sense, that's what I'm saying. Like as a comedian, like sometimes the line's going to be crossed to where maybe you don't get a boo, but somebody's not going to think what you say all the time is so funny.
Right.
So I don't feel bad for Chris Rock. That was, he took it like a champ. He took the slap. And
he took it like a champ. He took the slap. He kept posting. He was like, well.
Okay, see that shot right there? See how Will was still smiling and then Jada is like in the middle of her eye roll disgustedness?
Oh yeah, I see. Look it.
And
see, Will is laughing.
See?
Jada like,
but is it laughing like, oh, I'm pissed off what you just said laughing? I don't think so. Look at her face there.
No, she was not messing with that joke. Yeah, so he's saying G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. It was like, that is not a slap-worthy joke. It's not a smack-worthy joke.
For some men it is though. Like,
well, Yeah, sure.
G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
It's not a smack-worthy joke.
Okay. I'm out here. Oh, Richard.
He said,
Oh, wow.
he got smacked and said,
Will Smith.
oh my God.
Back.
This is the greatest thing that ever happened on live
I didn't think we
TV.
needed the audio, but it looks like we did. Okay, I'm
This
ready.
is the greatest thing that ever happened on live TV, bro. By far. One more time for the road.
Yeah.
I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Oh, Richard.
See, he still thinks it's funny. He still thinks it's funny.
And he called him Richard.
He
when
almost
was
came
walking
back
up
at him,
there.
though.
And then Will Smith just walked off cool, like he just do nothing. He was like, I did what I came to do.
Tell me if, though,
Nah,
Chris
I'm out.
Rock didn't think about coming back. It looked like he may have thought twice. I don't know.
You mean like, yeah,
Like he was going to come back at him.
I don't know. Well, what do you think? What do you think he should have did in that situation?
Who, Chris Rock or Will?
Chris Rock. Oh, I know Will Smith shouldn't have did none of that. Not on live TV. If he was offended and he felt like he needed a smack off, he should have waited till they were off, like backstage at the after party, anywhere else. But not like on Channel 7. Come on.
Okay.
You don't walk up and smack Chris Rock over a lame joke. The joke wasn't funny. It wasn't. I didn't find it offensive. It was almost. I think Will Smith had it. I think this is like the culmination of everything. Because this one joke didn't set Will Smith off.
That's what I'm saying. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of YouTube streets and all of that is making fun of Will, calling him a simp,
Yeah.
make it seem like Jada runs everything. And Will wanted to show, hey, maybe he's like, enough of this, making fun of my wife.
Did he send out a warning? Did he send out a warning on Instagram and I just missed it? Did he say next time you say my name, my wife's name, I'm smacking the taste out your mouth to generally everybody?
I don't know.
And I just missed. I didn't get the memo. Oh, hold on, we got Chris here. Hold on, let me.
Oh, Chris. This is our Chris.
Oh yeah, we got the unslapped Chris.
Unslapped Chris.
We got the unslapped Chris here, not Chris Rock.
Oh.
Give me a second to get him on screen. So one more time for Chris.
This is probably never going to get old either.
Oh, it's never.
It's never gonna get old.
I'm gonna watch this video until the end of time.
Can't wait to see it. All right? Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Oh, Richard.
That was a nice one.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith did.
Thoughts?
Chris?
We're on right now, right? Okay, so look, let me. Please excuse my darkness and stuff like that because my lighting's not that great.
Oh, okay.
I got my light in the background, but I don't feel like hooking that thing up. I might later, maybe. All right, real quick. So here's the thing. How can I understand that wives and husbands and children are a sensitive matter and they're off limits. We all can agree.
Uh-huh.
You know, if I was married and that would happen, I might have felt the same way. When I reacted that way, absolutely not. Maybe not in that type of fashion on a public stage or in a big audience and things like that. Here's the thing, I like Will, I like Jada, but how can people respect your wife and respect your marriage when she disrespected you and disrespected your marriage a year ago? How? Like, let me explain something to you. She tried to finesse Will with words. You know, my entanglement. Ever since I heard that word, I've used it loosely now. You know, like, there was not enough red table. If that would have been me, if you would have said, oh, I was in an entanglement, there's not enough red table between me and my wife if I was married, then I'm after you. Like, don't undermine me and don't disrespect me as a man. So, with that being said, I understand that it's an open bar. You know what? We can't be mad at Chris on this because that's what Chris does.
That's what I'm saying.
Chris cracks jokes.
The joke wasn't even, I didn't think the joke was offensive. I didn't think it was funny or offensive. Like, it was just like, it was kind of a lame joke.
Like, if you want people to take you and your marriage and everything seriously, then you sit down with your wife or your husband, I'm speaking of both parties, and you get it serious with each other first and foremost. And then it trickles down to everything else. When people see that you're taking your marriage seriously. Like, Jada totally embarrassed both of them. It was demoralizing to see that. Women raved about how, oh, she's great, this, and that. Dude, that was completely embarrassing. That you slept with.
Who said she was great?
You know, women like raved about Jada doing that.
Not over here, Chris.
No, I didn't hear that part.
No.
I didn't hear
The
anybody.
rebuttal on the internet was good. Like, oh, girl power, ooh, that's right. Yeah. Like, yeah, okay, cool. You slept with somebody your son's age. Whoop-de-doo.
I think they gave her some slack, but I didn't see anybody praising her about it or anything.
Like, you know, just really brief. I know this just happened, and I know this wasn't, you know, on the menu to the degree, but you know, that's just something on the fly when I'm thinking about, like, well, how do people take you serious or take this situation serious when you guys put your stuff publicly? You're a public figure. You put things publicly for people to critique and make assumptions and be opinionated towards your situation, and then you want to get in your feelings because it's too much. And I understand that we're all only human. So I like I said, if that shoe was on if I was wearing Will's shoes, I would have probably addressed that more privately.
That's the same thing I said. I think it should have been more of a private. I said, like, backstage. Even if he wanted to make a point, he could have did it like at an after party or another. But he was on live TV.
I understand. So apparently the jokes are about. So apparently that Jada is having some issues with her hair. So I'll express that really brief to you guys. So alopecia, it can happen to men and women. So what happens is that it kind of looks like ringworms a little bit because it puts spots sporadically in your scalp, and it attacks hair follicles. So, and alopecia is number one caused by stress. So stress will cause that to happen. I actually had it once upon a time, and mine was like maybe like right here, and then I had like one in the back of my head a few years ago. And I was like kind of not in a dark place, but I was in a place that was shady. You know what I'm saying? And was going through some things. So the lesson is here for people in America, really, you know, find some some avenues to get rid of stress. You know, exercise, talk about it, pray, eat some right fruits and vegetables, and overall, just surround yourself with just some positive people, and have some good people in your corner. Like you know, if you can do that, then you won't have to go through that. But it could attack anybody. So this is like a thing that is not just women or just men. Like it could attack anybody. And the number one stressor is is stress that causes that. So just for those, I just want to share people. So I don't want people thinking that Jada got some weird stuff going on. You know, that's that this is.
So where did you hear that from? Because that's the first time I've heard that she was going through something like that.
Well, I think that was I think really brief when I was on my way home. I got the information that I think that Chris was kind of bragging or bagging on the hair loss, so she's been having some struggling with the hair. So I guess the word was out that she's
okay. So this is kind of making more sense then.
Yeah,
I can see where he would take offense to it at that point.
Yeah. So she's going through some things right now. So Jada being a real woman,
I thought she was just on her Britney shit and just wanted to shave her head.
It's one of those things where it's kind of like you don't have to cut your hair completely to but Jada being who she is, you know what I mean? Jada can rock that. Like she can get away.
She can.
You know what I'm saying? Like no question about it. So she probably looking at like, you know what, I'm starting fresh, and I really hope that she'll be able to turn this around. But definitely, stress does cause that. And like I said, it goes all the way down to the scalp, and it falls out like that. It's not a gradual thing. Like you go to bed, you get up the next morning, and it's like a chunk's missing. You like, what the heck just happened to me? So it's like it's that strong, it's that powerful.
Yeah, that's wild. Okay, so hearing it that way, I kind of see why he was offended. Still for the same way, I don't think he should have took it on live TV, but I feel. Well, yeah, because it just opens so many doors. It opens the door for this, that what we're doing now. It opens the door for legal actions if he goes there. It opens the door for, just. Like maybe this was a stunt. Who knows? But the craziest part about this, though, is that no matter what they'll do, either one, it's like they're gonna get a finance. They're gonna get paid for this some kind of way because it's gonna be streamed. It's gonna be advertised. It's gonna be talked about. So. Still a win-win. I just would have did it in closed doors. This is gonna be in rap songs and comedy sketches on SNL and stand-up comedy. It's gonna be in there for 20 years.
The part that's might be more crazy on Chris's part because most of the people in entertainment know each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they've done work together. They've done things before. They've seen each other in passing. So it's probably like I'm sure right now. One of them are probably on the phone, like, hey, bro, what was that about? Like, come on, dude. What I do, like, dude, why now? But, hey. So, yeah, just on the fly, I got that information. So, yeah,
I think you're right. At first, I was saying I think it was like just stuff that's been built up. He probably feels a way about everything people say, and this like for some reason this thing triggered all those things. But after you explain the alopecia thing with her hair, that is kind of offensive.
I'm like, because
I wouldn't joke about a man's wife like having some kind of physical ailment in front of him,
that's
especially
the thing,
on
like,
TV.
I don't think,
but maybe he didn't know. I don't know. Because I didn't know.
And I don't think that Chris is really throwing a low blow. Like, Chris has always kind of been that type of, comedian. You know what I mean? He can kind of, bring it close to the chest, But I don't think it's personal, you know what I'm saying? But, again, it's just kind of one of those things. So I will grade this, like if I was to give it a one word grade, it would be like unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Like unfortunate.
One word grade, you said?
Direction, because I don't think that was what they entirely wanted to do. So yeah. I'm sure, there's some heads rolling like, man, who thought this was a great idea to put this up? Because, we do know they got monitors that they're reading behind them. So I'm sure, there's some digging like, man, who the hell decided to say this or put this up? So,
Hold on, guys. I need to check some text stuff. Give me 1 second.
But Chris, let me ask you this. So what was your...
at this point,
So Chris, what was your 2 cents for Will? You said you had something for Will.
He's not even taking a break, fiddling with some things. Like I said, he's the mastermind of that electronic stuff. I just show up, kinda, sorta. But Randy, did you want to add anything to what you saw, how you feel about it, or okay, I'll give you a question. So if Jamal did that, how would you feel as the wife?
It would get to the point where Jamal would do something like that, only because I've known that as a woman, our job is to de-escalate a situation when it comes to men getting heated. So it looks like from the clip, and who knows again if this was staged or a planned thing, but it looked like Will was laughing at it up until Jada was not having it. And then he got up, and then, so there is beauty and grace, again, in us as women to de-escalate men when testosterone is high and this and that. Because she could have kindly said, you know what, let it slide, let him be Chris Rock. It's just a joke. So Jada could have kindly told her husband, or even just hold it, like put her hand on his knee, say, hey, look, just sit here, let Chris Rock, let the show go on, and let it be that.
I agree.
But so personally, Jamal wouldn't have gotten up. I could have, but okay, so the question is for the men though, at what point is the line drawn to where you need to get up and physically make your statement come across? Someone calling me Four Eyes?
No, that's a lie.
Okay.
It would have to be something deeper than that. For me to get up and slap somebody live on TV?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there's nothing that can be said that can't make that happen, but it would have to be better.
Yeah, see, there's nothing that serious.
Yeah. Nothing that I can think of. I would have to hear it, and it would have to feel that way at that point. I'm not saying that now that I have more context for the joke, I'm not saying that joke wouldn't have got him slapped, but not like right there. I might talk to him after.
Backstage.
Yeah.
Never holler at you, bro.
Yeah, I probably would have did something like that. Like, all right. Clap my hand. I might have walked backstage at that point and was like, okay. So as soon as he was finished with his little stand-up thing and he walked through the curtains, he was gonna see me. So I might have done that. I'm not getting up and slapping nobody on live TV though. They gonna have to hear about it on TMZ.
But I don't know, because then he was also cursing after and...
Yeah. Like, I think even with the extra context, I think this is like something. This is all the Will Smith slander built up. People saying, and people have been talking bad about Jada too. He probably those jokes probably was hitting too hard tonight, and this one was like, nah.
Yeah.
And we got to see Will from West Philadelphia.